If you follow the world of AI, you've probably heard two words popping up everywhere lately: Nano Banana. It's this mysterious new AI model that kind of just showed up out of nowhere, and its ability to edit images is so good, it's making everyone rethink what's even possible.
And this is the claim that's really making waves. We're not just talking about another fun little image generator. The buzz is that this thing is so incredibly powerful, it could completely change the game for professional photo editing as we know it. So, what's the deal?
Okay, so Nano Banana is basically the code name for an AI model that nobody's officially released yet. Researchers and AI fans basically just stumbled upon it on this blind testing website called LM Arena. There was no big announcement, it just appeared. And its talent for editing and creating images is frankly on another level.
So let's get into the fun stuff. Why is everyone so hyped up about this? Let's take a little tour of some of the absolute magic tricks this model can pull off.
All right, here's a test that seems super simple, but it tells you everything you need to know. We start with this picture of a shopping cart, right? It's got 2 bags of dog food inside. The prompt for Nano Banana was easy. Just add a 3rd bag and make it look just like the others.
And boom, look at that result. It is nearly perfect. It didn't just plop in some blurry shape. It recreated the bag flawlessly, down to the little bits of text, the shadows, the way it's crinkled in the cart. That kind of consistency is exactly why people are losing their minds over this.
Okay, so it can handle replicating objects. What about a challenge that's a bit more impossible? Let's take 2 absolute icons from totally different time periods, Michael Jackson and Billie Eilish, and ask the model to create a believable selfie of them hanging out.
And the result is just stunning. I mean, getting their faces right is one thing, but it's all the tiny details that really sell it. Look at the way the phone is held, that natural blur on the hand in the foreground, the lighting, it all just works. If you didn't know better, you'd probably think this was a real photo. But how does it do with something practical, something you might use in business? Let's put Nano Banana in a head-to-head battle with another advanced model and see how it handles AI product placement. And wow, the difference is just night and day. The other model, called Flux One Context, totally whiffed on this one. It gave her some generic cup and, for some bizarre reason, a hand with 6 fingers. But Nano Banana? It was laser-focused. It put the exact beer bottle in her hand, and it even got the text on the label right. That's not just guessing, that's understanding. But here's where it gets even crazier. This model's abilities go so much deeper. It feels like it's not just changing pixels around. It seems to actually understand what's in the photos. And that awareness unlocks some really impressive new skills. Take photo restoration, for example. Here's this old, really blurry, damaged picture. You can't even really tell what that little girl is holding. But watch this. After Nano Banana gets his hands on it, the image is sharp, the damage is gone, the color looks totally natural, and you can see clear as day she's holding a balloon. It literally pulled details out of thin air that were completely lost to time. And maybe the most impressive thing of all is the evidence that Nano Banana gets 3D space. It seems to understand the geometry of a scene, even though it's just looking at a flat 2D picture. Check this out. It was asked to put a 3D mesh over this photo of Tom Holland, and the result was just perfect. The wireframe wraps around the folds in his jacket, it maps his hands and pockets precisely. This suggests that the AI is building a little 3D model in its head before it makes an edit. And that might be the secret to how it's so incredibly accurate. So all of this leads to the million-dollar question. If this model is so ridiculously good, who in the world actually made it? And why did it just show up with no announcement?
It's really the question on everyone's mind in the AI community. A tool this powerful doesn't just happen by accident. Someone big has to be behind this.
And then we got a clue. It came from a pretty interesting source, Logan Kilpatrick, a guy who works on AI over at Google. Right in the middle of all this speculation, he went online and posted just one thing. No caption, no explanation, just a single banana emoji. That's it. And that single emoji was all it took. The community put 2 and 2 together pretty fast. The overwhelming consensus now is that Nano Banana is a secret, unannounced project from Google, and it's almost certainly part of their Gemini family of AI models. So naturally, you might be thinking, okay, that's cool. Can I try this thing out myself? And the answer is yes, but it's a little bit of a weird process, and you absolutely need to be careful. Okay, first, and this is really, really important, there are already fake websites popping up trying to scam people. The official model is not out yet. The one and only place you can access it right now is on that research site where it was found,
LM Arena. So here's how you do it. You go to the official site, lmarena.ai. You'll start a new chat and pick Battle Mode. The most important step is to make sure you turn on the Generate Images toggle. Then, just upload your picture and type in a prompt. The site gives you back results from 2 random anonymous models to compare. One of them might be Nano Banana. It's basically a lottery, but it's the only way to get a sneak peek right now.
Okay, so we've seen what it can do, we have a pretty good idea who made it, but let's zoom out. What are the bigger implications here? What does a technology like this actually mean for all of us?
Well, what we're really looking at is a potential massive shift. For a lot of photo editing tasks, we could go from needing years of skill in software like Photoshop to just describing what we want. That opens up insane new possibilities for marketing and advertising, but it also keeps blurring that line between what's real and what an AI just made up.
And that really leaves us with a huge, important question to chew on. When a tool can add, remove, or change anything in a picture so perfectly that you can't tell the difference, what does the word real even mean for a photograph anymore?